Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Public Service Commission of South Carolina. Today is April 14th. It is 11 a.m. and we're here for our weekly business meeting. Before we get started, please join me in a brief moment of silence. Thank you. Attorney Butler, would you please read the agenda, sir?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. I need to take roll. We're going to take roll starting in the hearing room. In the hearing room, we have Commissioner Powers present, Vice Chair Belzer present. Joining us virtually, we have Commissioners Irvin, Caston, Hedden, and Williams joining us virtually. All right. Attorney Butler.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, Mr. Chairman, other members of the commission. The first item of business would be to set the next business meeting. Staff would suggest April 21st, 2021 at 11 a.m.
All right. Thank you, sir. The next business meeting will take place April 21st at 11 a.m.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Chairman, we'd like to start with a supplemental agenda, if we may. Item number 1 on that supplemental agenda is under docket numbers 2019-224E and 225E, and we have motions for admission pro hoc vici.
All right. Is there a motion? Vice Chair Belzer.
Mr. Chairman, I move that the commission grant the motions for admission pro hoc vici of Benjamin L. Snowden, Esquire, and John D. Burns, Esquire.
All right. Hearing Commissioner Belzer's motion, is there any discussion? All right, hearing none, we'll move to a vote, starting with District 1, Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Belzer.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin. Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Powers.
Aye.
Chairman Williams votes aye. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Item number 2 on the supplemental agenda also comes from docket numbers 2019-224 and 225, and there is an additional motion for admission pro hoc vici to be considered.
Is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman,
Vice Chair Belzer.
I move that the commission grant the motion for admission pro hoc vici of Gudrun Elise Thompson, Esquire.
Hearing Vice Chair Belzer's motion, is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote, starting with District 1, Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Belzer.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin. Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Powers.
Aye.
Chairman Williams votes aye. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Item 3 on the agenda or supplemental agenda would be docket number 2020-263E involving Cherokee County Cogeneration and the 2 Duke companies.
Is there a motion? Commissioner Irvin. Commissioner Irvin, we're having some trouble hearing you in the hearing room. If you don't mind, would you please repeat your motion, sir? Okay. If you would give us a couple of minutes, Commissioner Irvin, we're trying to fix the problem.
ready. Mr. Chairman, the Office of Regulatory Staff has requested that we carry this matter over until a later date. They've not had a chance to respond. So moved.
Thank you. This item will be carried over.
Mr. Chairman, other members of the commission, moving on to our utilities agenda. The first four items are all interconnection agreements or amendments to interconnection agreements, and staff would recommend that all four be taken together. And I will read those numbers. At this point, item number 1 is docket number 2021-103-C. This is an interconnection agreement between Frontier Communications of the Carolinas, LLC, and Envoy, LLC. Item number 2 is an amendment to an interconnection agreement between Frontier Communications and Bandwidth.com, CLEC, LLC. Item number 3 is an amendment to an interconnection agreement between Frontier and Level 3 Communications, LLC. And finally, item number 4 is docket number 2006-159C, and there are 2 amendments proposed to the interconnection agreement between Frontier Communications of the Carolinas, LLC, and Comcast Phone of South Carolina, Incorporated.
Is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Powers?
thank you. I would move that the commission approve the interconnection agreement and the amendments to the interconnection agreements as listed in items 1 through 4 by Mr. Butler.
Hearing Commissioner Powers' motion, is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll move to a vote, starting with District 1. Commissioner Williams?
Aye.
Vice Chair Belzer?
Belser votes aye.
Commissioner Caston?
Aye.
Commissioner Urban? Commissioner Thomas?
Aye.
Commissioner Powers?
Aye.
Chairman Williams votes aye. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Item number 5 on the utilities agenda is the application of Cathec Communications Incorporated for a certificate of public convenience and necessity to provide resole and facilities-based local exchange access, and inter-exchange telecommunication services in the state of South Carolina. This matter was originally heard by a hearing examiner.
Is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Thomas?
I move that the commission approve the application of Catholic Communications Incorporated for a certificate of public convenience and necessity to provide resold and facilities-based local exchange access, and inter-exchange telecommunication services in South Carolina, and for alternative and flexible regulation. I further move that the commission grant waiver of the commission regulations indicated by the company in its application. I so move.
Hearing Commissioner Thomas's motion, is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote, starting with District 1. Commissioner Williams?
Aye.
Vice Chair Belzer?
Belser votes aye.
Commissioner Caston?
Aye.
Commissioner Urban?
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas?
Aye.
Commissioner Powers?
Aye.
Chairman Williams votes aye. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Item 6 on the utilities agenda is docket number 2020-294C. This is the application of Unity National LLC for a certificate of public convenience and necessity to provide local exchange, including exchange access, and inter-exchange telecommunication services in the state of South Carolina. This item, Mr. Chairman, also was heard originally by a hearing examiner.
Is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Thomas?
I move that the commission approve the application of Unity National LLC for a certificate of public convenience and necessity to provide local exchange, including exchange access and inter-exchange telecommunication services in South Carolina, and for alternative and flexible regulation. I further move that the commission grant waiver of the commission regulations indicated by the company in its application. I so move.
Hearing Commissioner Thomas's motion, is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote starting with District 1, Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Belzer,
I vote aye.
Commissioner Caston,
Aye.
Commissioner Urban,
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
Commissioner Powers.
Aye.
Chairman Williams votes aye. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Item number 7 comes under docket number 2008-140A. We have the request of South Carolina Water Utilities, formerly known as T.J. Barnwell Utility Incorporated, requesting a 90-day extension of time to file their annual report.
Is there a motion?
Chairman Williams, this is Commissioner Williams.
Commissioner Williams,
Thank you. I move that the commission approve the request of South Carolina Water Utilities, formerly known as T.J. Barnwell Utility Incorporated, for a 90-day extension of time to file its annual report.
hearing Commissioner Williams' motion, is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote starting with District 1, Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Belzer,
I vote aye.
Commissioner Caston,
Aye.
Commissioner Urban,
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
Commissioner Powers.
Aye.
Chairman Williams votes aye. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Mr. Chairman, other members of the commission, item number 8 on the utilities agenda is docket number, again, 2008-140A, and this is the request of Kiowa Island Utility Incorporated for a 90-day extension of time to file its annual report.
Is there a motion?
Chairman Williams, this is Commissioner Williams.
Commissioner Williams,
Thank you. I move that the commission approve the request of Kiowa Island Utility Incorporated for a 90-day extension of time to file its annual report.
hearing Commissioner Williams' motion, is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote starting with District 1, Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Belzer,
I vote aye.
Commissioner Caston,
Chairman
Commission-
Williams, I've recused myself relative to this. They're part of Southwest Utilities, I believe.
Commissioner Caston is recused from this vote. Commissioner Urban,
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
Commissioner Powers.
Aye.
Chairman Williams votes aye. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Item number 9 on the utilities agenda comes under docket numbers 2019-224E and 2019-225E. We have a motion to compel filed by Duke Energy Carolinas LLC and Duke Energy Progress LLC. And in addition, we have a motion for protection filed by the Carolinas Clean Energy Business Association.
Is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Powers,
thank you, sir. I move that the commission grant the motion to compel filed by Duke Energy's Carolina LLC and Duke Energy Progress LLC. I also move that the commission deny the motion for protection filed by Carolina's Clean Energy Business Association. Further, Carolina Clean Energy Business Association shall respond in full to the company's interrogatory number 1-24, subsection C through subsection I, 125, 1-26, 1-27, 1-28, and to the company's second and third sets of interrogatories and request for production of documents within 5 business days of the date of the directive in this matter. I so move.
hearing Commissioner Powers' motion, is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll move to a vote starting with District 1, Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Belzer,
I vote aye.
Commissioner Caston,
Aye.
Commissioner Urban,
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
Commissioner Powers.
Aye.
Chairman Williams votes aye. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Mr. Chairman, item number 10 on the utilities agenda comes to us from docket number 2021-1-E. We have a motion for admission pro hoc vici in that docket.
Is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Urban,
I move the commission approve the request of Michael K. Lavanga Esquire for admission to Mohawk VC in docket number 2021-1-E. So moved.
Hearing Commissioner Urban's motion, is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll move to vote, starting with District 1, Commissioner Williams,
Aye.
Vice Chair Belzer,
I vote aye.
Commissioner Caston,
Aye.
Commissioner Urban,
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
Commissioner Powers,
Aye.
Chairman Williams votes aye. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Mr. Chairman, item number 11 on the utilities agenda is under docket numbers 2021-89E and 2021-90-E, and consists of a request to hold certain matters in abeyance.
Is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Powers,
I would move that the commission deny the request to hold the matters in abeyance and adopt instead the following procedural schedule. Duke Energy Carolina's Duke Energy Progress application, April 22nd, 2021. For direct testimony, May 17th, 2021. Intervention deadline, June 11th, 2021. ORS intervenor direct testimony, June 11th, 2021. Duke's rebuttal testimony, July 7th, 2021. Surrebuttal testimony, July 21st, 2021, with the hearing the week of August 2nd, 2021. I would further move that the commission staff, through a hearing officer, may consider later adjustments to this schedule on a case-by-case basis. I so move.
hearing Commissioner Powers' motion, is there any discussion?
Mr. Chairman,
Vice Chair Belzer,
I just want to put on the record that and clarify that with the chairman, with the commissioner. This is the schedule that the parties proposed through a letter that Duke submitted, I believe, yesterday. Is that correct? Okay, but that was proposed by the Duke and the parties in agreement.
I believe it is correct, yes.
Thank you.
All right. If there's no more discussion, we will vote, starting with District 1, Commissioner Williams,
Aye.
Vice Chair Belzer,
I vote aye.
Commissioner Caston,
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
Did I call on Commissioner Urban? I think I skipped Commissioner.
Aye.
Thank you. Commissioner Powers.
Aye.
Chairman Williams votes aye. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Mr. Chairman, yesterday, the clerk's office issued a notice with regard to item number 12, docket number 2019-182E, which stated that the matter would not be addressed at today's business meeting. So with the chairman's permission, I'd like to go ahead and proceed with item number 13.
Please proceed with item number 13.
All right, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Item number 13 is docket number 2021-117-S, permission of Palmetto Wastewater Reclamation for leave to substitute bond for a letter of credit.
Is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman,
Vice Chair Belzer,
Palmetto Wastewater Reclamation LLC requests substitution of Atlantic Specialty Insurance Company as surety on the performance bond for the previous surety, which was a letter of credit. I move that the commission approve the substitution of the surety on PWR's performance bond nunc pro tunc. Further, PWR shall deliver the performance bond with original signatures to the commission within 7 days of this order. Also, through correspondence in this matter, the commission received information that Palmetto Wastewater Reclamation LLC is now actually Palmetto Wastewater Reclamation, Inc. I move that the company be required to file a request for commission approval of this name change within 10 days of the date of the order on these matters.
hearing Vice Chair Belzer's motion, is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote, starting with District 1, Commissioner Williams,
Aye.
Vice Chair Belzer,
I vote aye.
Commissioner Caston,
Aye.
Commissioner Urban,
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
Commissioner Powers.
Aye.
Chairman Williams votes aye. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Item number 14 on the utilities agenda consists of two dockets. Docket number 2014-479S and docket 2021-116S. And we have a petition of Palmetto Utilities Incorporated for leave to substitute a bond for a letter of credit.
Is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman,
Vice Chair Belzer?
Palmetto Utilities Incorporated requests substitution of Atlantic Specialty Insurance Company as surety on the performance bond for the previous surety, which was a letter of credit. I move that the Commission approve the substitution of the surety on PUI's performance bond. Further, PUI shall deliver the performance bond with original signatures to the Commission within 7 days of this order.
Thank you, Vice Chair Belzer. Hearing Vice Chair Belzer's motion, is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote starting with District 1, Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Belzer?
I vote aye.
Commissioner Caston?
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin?
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas?
Aye.
Commissioner Powers?
Aye.
Chairman Williams votes aye. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Item number 15 is docket number 2020-263E. We have a request for the establishment of a procedural schedule in docket number 2020-263E, which is Cherokee County Cogeneration Partners, LLC versus Duke Energy Progress and Duke Energy Carolinas.
Is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Irvin?
I move the commission adopt the following procedural schedule in this matter regarding pre-filed testimony and exhibits. Cherokee direct testimony and exhibits are due May 3rd, 2021. Duke ORS direct testimony and exhibits will be due May 24, 2021. Cherokee rebuttal testimony and exhibits will be due June the 14th, 2021. In response to the parties, I move the commission staff conduct a scheduling conference with all parties to discuss a potential date for the hearing on the merits due to conflicts and difficulties of schedules for witnesses, parties, and the commission. I further move that upon report by commission staff filed in the DMS following the scheduling conference on a potential date or dates for the hearing, the clerk's office is directed to set the hearing in this matter at a date and time available in the commission schedule. I also move that the hearing officer be empowered to adjust the procedural schedule if necessary and appropriate. So moved.
Hearing Commissioner Irvin's motion, is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote starting with District 1. Commissioner Williams?
Aye.
Vice Chair Belzer?
Aye.
Commissioner Caston?
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin?
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas?
Aye.
Commissioner Powers?
Aye.
Chairman Williams votes aye. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Item number 16 on the utilities agenda is docket number 2020-248E. Dominion Energy Incorporated and Lone Star Solar LLC have filed a request for extensions to the Milestone 2 and Milestone 3 payments that are presently in the interconnection agreement between the two parties.
Is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Powers?
thank you, sir. I move that the commission grant expedited treatment and approve the requested extensions to Milestone 2 and Milestone 3 in the interconnection agreement between Dominion Energy South Carolina Incorporated and Lone Star Solar LLC.
Hearing Commissioner Powers' motion, is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote starting with District 1. Commissioner Williams?
Aye.
Vice Chair Belzer?
I vote aye.
Commissioner Caston?
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin?
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas?
Aye.
Commissioner Powers?
Aye.
Chairman Williams votes aye. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Okay, Mr. Chairman and other members of the commission, this does complete the utilities agenda for today. Moving on to the transportation agenda, the staff would recommend taking items 1 through 6 together, and these would be as follows. They're all applications for Class C authority. Item number 1 is docket number 2021-115T, the application of JR Limousine LLC for Class C Charter Certificate. Item number 2 is docket number 2021-118T, the application of J&J Safe Medical Transportation LLC for a Class C non-emergency certificate. Item number 3 is docket number 2021-119T, the application of Newberry Logistics LLC for a Class C taxi certificate. Item number 4 is docket number 2021-121T, the application of Tony's Taxi LLC, DBA Sumter Taxi Company for a Class C taxi certificate. Item number 5 is docket number 2021-123T, which is the application of Harry Transport LLC, DBA First Transport for Class C non-emergency certificate. And finally, number 6 is docket number 2021-125T, the application of Melvin McCullough, DBA Mac C Executive Transit for a Class C charter certificate.
Is there a motion?
Chairman Williams,
Commissioner Caston,
I move that the commission approve the application to Class C authority listed in items 1 through 6 as stated by Mr. Butler.
hearing Commissioner Caston's motion, is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote, starting with District 1, Commissioner Williams,
Aye.
Vice Chair Belzer,
I vote aye.
Commissioner Caston,
Aye.
Commissioner Urban,
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
Commissioner Powers,
Aye.
Chairman Williams votes aye. The ayes have it, the motion carries.
Item number 7 on the transportation agenda is docket number 2020-188T. This is the application of Jaga Movers LLC for a Class E household goods certificate.
Is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman,
Vice Chair Belzer,
I move that the commission approve the application of Jaga Movers LLC for a Class C household goods certificate of public convenience and necessity.
hearing Vice Chair Belzer's motion, is there any discussion?
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Thomas.
Commissioner Thomas,
Commissioner Thomas, you have the floor, sir.
thank you. I'd just like to say that we interviewed the applicant on 2 different occasions, and I'd like to see the applicant succeed. However, there were too many background issues that were unclear to me. So I would encourage the applicant to work to bring clarity to his background, and once that has been accomplished, to reapply at a later date. I believe that he is capable of doing that, and I wish him the very best. That's all I had.
Thank you, Commissioner Thomas. Is there any other discussion?
Chairman Williams,
Commissioner Williams, you have the floor, ma'am.
thank you. Commissioner Belzer, I wonder if you would entertain a friendly amendment. I am interested in adding to that amendment to ensure that staff work to promulgate additional regulations regarding informational requirement for household mover applications such as background checks and regarding driving and criminal records. I'm also interested in evaluation of a minimum time frame of a certain number of years or months that the records must be free from blemish, and that this minimum be included in the legal definition of a fit household mover.
Mr. Chairman.
Vice Chair Belzer,
Commissioner Williams, to me, that seems like a standalone motion to instruct staff to engage in or begin a proceeding of promulgation of regulations. I mean, I just don't know that it's really, I know that there are some issues in this case, but as far as the motion to approve or deny, I don't know that that's germane to this motion. So, I mean, I wouldn't accept it as a friendly amendment. You're welcome to make it as an amendment or a standalone motion, but I just don't think it's germane to my motion, because that's more global and not just this issue, not just this applicant.
I understand. I'll withdraw it.
I appreciate your, thought process, though. Thank you.
All right, is there, any other discussion? Fellow commissioners, I think we've all spent a significant amount of time on this application. Probably more time on this application considering it's a application for a Class E certificate to move household goods. I think the issues we've heard during the initial proceeding raised some questions, and we had a subsequent proceeding and try to get those questions clarified. Based off what I've heard and what I've reviewed, I feel pretty good about the information that was requested, and I feel as if it has been clarified. But it really sounds like to me that there's a question regarding an applicant's criminal background and driving record. And I have exhausted the commission's legal staff by asking them to present me with a case or present me with information that supports that a applicant for a moving of household goods certificate have a clean criminal history or driving record. And they were unable to do that because it doesn't exist. It's quite clear to me after reading the regulations that the determination of being fit, willing, and able does not include a determination of an applicant's criminal history or driving record. And it makes me wonder why we ask the question. Not that we shouldn't ask the question, it just sort of makes me wonder. Commissioner Williams, I understand why you made the amendment because, quite frankly, just to be fair to all applicants, if that's something that we're going to ask, I think it should be on the application. And that way, before a citizen decides to hire an attorney and go out and get a truck and go out and get insurance or do whatever preliminary actions necessary to bring forth the application, they will know that if they have a criminal history or if they have a driving record, that they may be asked about it. But considering how long the commission has been in existence and that question is not on the application, it seems a bit purposeful that it's not on the application. I would further note that the entity charged by the South Carolina General Assembly for representing the public interest, the concerns of the using and consuming public, not once but twice opined that the applicant is fit, willing, and able. Not only that, reviewing the applicant's driving history, the applicant has 0 points, which means he has no points currently on his driver's license. Not that he doesn't have past violations, but there are currently no points, which means he waited the requisite period of time to have 0 points. And in reference to his criminal background, he is not under probation based on his South Carolina SLED report, and it doesn't appear as if he owes any fines. And so if the information as received supports that the applicant has paid his debt to society, both with his criminal history and his driving history, I wonder whether or not the commission if that is a consideration, may be considering something that the law does not allow it to consider. I don't know, but just based on what I've seen so far, it does not appear to me that the law intended for the South Carolina or the Public Service Commission of South Carolina to inquire about an applicant's criminal history and driving record. I stand to be corrected. Commissioner Caston?
No, I'm fine, Chairman Williams. I'm ready to vote when you are.
All right. Any more discussion?
Mr. Chairman, just, I would note further and add to your discussion, if I may, that while the fit, willing, and able criteria for household goods carriers does not require, or the application, none of that requires submission of criminal background check or driving record. There are those requirements for driver and assistant driver qualifications and under stretcher vans. So it's not that these requirements are not within the regs, they just aren't applicable to household goods movers, which I think may strengthen your discussion.
I appreciate making that reference. All right. If there are no further...
Mr. Chairman?
Commissioner Urban?
Thank you, sir. I was looking back at the applicant's application, and there were some red flags that I wanted to note. One is that I believe he listed an insurance premium cost or bid at $400. That seemed to me to be very low, or I don't recall seeing a premium that low for any applicant. And so that was one thing that I wondered about. The other thing I wondered about on his application, I think he had over $100,000 or more listed in assets and on his application, and that seems to be a high number given the background facts. And the final thing is that when we ask him some questions about his process for checking the driving record of his employees, he indicated he has not done that and doesn't have a practice of doing that. Those are some of the concerns that I had, and just wanted to note those for the record. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Commissioner Urban. Any other comments before we vote? All right. We will vote, starting with District 1. Commissioner Williams?
Aye.
Vice Chair Belzer?
Aye.
Commissioner Caston?
Aye.
Commissioner Urban?
No.
Commissioner Thomas?
No.
Commissioner Powers?
No.
Chairman Williams votes aye. 4-3 vote. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Mr. Chairman, other members of the commission, item number 8 on the motor carrier agenda is a request to cancel a Class C taxi certificate by Frogtown Taxi.
Is there a motion?
Chairman Williams,
Commissioner Williams?
thank you. I move that the commission grant the request of Frogtown Enterprises LLC doing business as Frogtown Taxi to cancel Class C taxi certificate number 9467.
Hearing Commissioner Williams's motion, is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote, starting with District 1, Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Belzer.
I vote aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Urban.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Powers.
Aye.
Chairman Williams votes aye. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Item number 9 is docket number 2020-282-T with regard to Angelic Transport Service LLC. That entity requests an extension of time.
Is there a motion?
Chairman Williams,
Commissioner Caston.
I move that the commission grant the request of Angelic Transport Service LLC for an extension of time until June 30th, 2021. Comply with the commission rules and regulations. I so move.
Hearing Commissioner Caston's motion, is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll move to a vote, starting with District 1, Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Belzer.
I vote aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Urban.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Powers.
Aye.
Chairman Williams votes aye. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Item number 10 is a request for suspension of a certificate.
Is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Powers.
thank you, sir. I would move that the commission grant the request of Gregory Jenkins Trucking LLC, doing business as G&G Transportation, to suspend Class C non-emergency certificate number 9354 until March 28th, 2022. I so move.
Hearing Commissioner Powers' motion, is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote, starting with District 1, Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Belzer.
I vote aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Urban.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Powers.
Aye.
Chairman Williams votes aye. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Item number 11 on the motor carrier agenda is docket number 2021-57T. This is the application of Simmons Moving LLC, doing business as College Hunks Moving, to amend its tariff.
Is there a motion?
Chairman Williams.
Commissioner Williams, you have the floor, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. I move that the commission grant the request of Simmons Moving LLC, doing business as College Hunks Moving, to amend its tariff.
All right. Hearing Commissioner Williams' motion, is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote, starting with District 1, Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Belzer.
I vote aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Urban.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Powers.
I vote aye.
Chairman Williams votes aye. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Mr. Chairman, other commissioners, that does complete the transportation agenda and indeed the agendas with business matters before the commission at this time.
Okay. Commissioner Williams, would you like to instruct staff to move forward with that, the information in your what was a friendly amendment? Would you like to make a motion that staff investigate a regulation or including that
I would.
question in the application?
Thank you, Chairman Williams. I would indeed. Would you like for me to make that motion
Sure, ma'am.
again, or can it be calibrated from the record?
Vice Chair Belzer.
Excuse me for interrupting, and I apologize, Commissioner Williams, but I think the proper procedure would be for her to request that staff put an item on the agenda for discussion. Since that's, even though it arose out of the other motion, it really hasn't been noticed. And so I think the proper procedure would be to have staff put it on a future agenda for discussion.
I agree. So if you would, Commissioner Williams, make your request and instruct staff to place your request on an agenda in the future. Commissioner Williams, I believe you're muted.
Indeed, I am. I would like for staff to place on a future agenda for discussion, the criteria associated with the definition of fit, as well as items that might be included on the application for household movers.
All right. So our next business meeting is April 21st. Is that correct, Attorney Butler?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, that'd be correct.
Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are adjourned.